What is going on, guys? It's Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Smackdown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Cody Rhodes' title change triggers booking backlash, Orton speaks out after Cody Rhodes' Smackdown title situation, the injury plague claims another big star, WWE legend Konnan being hospitalized in San Diego, plus much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. As always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good. Number 1, Kiana shines in defeat again. During the tag team match featuring Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss against Julia and Kiana James on SmackDown, Kiana James managed to stand out despite ending up on the losing side. The broadcast team repeatedly highlighted her composure and in-ring ability while she held her own against two established stars. Fans inside the arena also reacted positively to several of her offensive sequences, suggesting that her presence in the match did not go unnoticed. Number 2, AAA talent getting wider exposure. Carmelo Hayes issued another open challenge for the United States Championship this week, and the challenge was answered by AAA's Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Although Wagner has appeared a few times on NXT before, this marked his first singles match on WWE's main roster. WWE's decision to feature Wagner in this spot appears to be part of a broader effort to introduce international talent to its larger television audience. By placing him opposite a rising star like Hayes, the company was able to showcase Wagner's style and presence to viewers who may not have been familiar with his work in AAA. Number 3, Sami Zayn displays clear heel signs on SmackDown. Sami Zayn's character took another noticeable step toward a potential heel turn on SmackDown, as a series of tense backstage interactions revealed his growing frustration with the top stars around him. The first confrontation came when Zayn approached Cody Rhodes backstage. Clearly irritated, Zayn questioned why Rhodes was being handed a world title opportunity against Drew McIntyre despite losing inside the Elimination Chamber. Sami argued that everything falls into Cody's lap, while he continues to be denied second chances. Later in the show, Zayn shifted his focus to Randy Orton. He questioned how Orton could call himself Cody's friend after screwing him over at Elimination Chamber. Orton defended his actions by explaining that sometimes a competitor has to be selfish to become a 14-time champion. Zayn responded by asking if that made him a bad person. Orton fired back by telling Zayn that if he wants to finally win championship gold, maybe he should start listening to the voices. Well, that was the good. What about the bad? Number 1, where is Royce Keys? Royce Keys has been a frequent topic of discussion in recent weeks following his surprise appearance in the Royal Rumble match. Many fans expected him to officially debut on the main roster shortly afterward, but once again, he did not appear on television this week. That said, Keys has not been completely inactive. He quietly competed in a match during tapings for WWE Main Event before WWE Smackdown went live, where he reportedly picked up a victory over Rey Fenix. Many fans feel WWE should at least begin airing video packages to introduce him properly to the broader audience before people forget about him. Number 2, another referee botch. WWE's tag team division was in focus on SmackDown this week with a number 1 contenders match to determine the next challengers for the titles. The match featured several teams battling for the opportunity, and in a surprising twist, Damian Priest and R-Truth formed an impromptu partnership that ultimately secured the victory. One of the more surprising moments came earlier in the match when Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin, and Alex Shelley were eliminated much sooner than expected. During the sequence, Axiom attempted to pin Sabin while Shelley placed Sabin's leg on the bottom rope. Under normal circumstances, the referee should have noticed the rope break and stopped the count. However, the referee's back was turned during the moment, and the count continued to 3, resulting in Motor City Machine Guns being eliminated. The awkward finish left fans debating whether the moment was a legitimate mistake or a planned spot that simply didn't play out the way it was intended. Number 3, was the Elimination Chamber result a waste? While the matchup between Rhodes and Orton has generated excitement, the path that led to it has sparked criticism from fans. The main issue raised online centers around the role of the Elimination Chamber. Rhodes lost the chamber match but was later granted a title opportunity against McIntyre on SmackDown, which he successfully won to become champion. For some fans, that sequence of events made the chamber feel less meaningful. Number 4, 2 babyface versus babyface WrestleMania clashes. With Cody Rhodes' title win on SmackDown, the road to WrestleMania 42 has taken an interesting turn. The current lineup now features two major babyface versus babyface matches, raising questions about how WWE plans to build these rivalries with only about 5 weeks remaining. The WWE Championship clash between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton is the most immediate example. Both stars are currently positioned as fan favorites, which has led to speculation about whether one of them might eventually turn heel to add stronger tension to the storyline. At the same time, the other major match drawing attention is CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Like Rhodes and Orton, both Punk and Reigns are currently being portrayed as babyfaces, creating another unusual dynamic for a WrestleMania-level matchup. Number 5. Fans growing tired of Uncle Howdy Lantern promos. Uncle Howdy delivered another ominous warning aimed at Solo Sikoa and the MFT faction, continuing the storyline surrounding the stolen lantern. However, some fans have started questioning the direction of the storyline. Despite multiple confrontations, the Wyatt Six have had several opportunities to retrieve the lantern, but have repeatedly chosen to simply appear, stare down their opponents, and leave without taking action. Because of that, critics argue the feud now needs a decisive moment rather than another warning. Well, that was the good and the bad, but what about the downright ugly? Well, there's nothing that really falls into that category this week. Smackdown did a good job addressing the fallout from the Elimination Chamber while also shifting the focus toward WrestleMania 42. What did you think about the blue brand this week? Sound off in the comments below. Moving on, the entire trajectory of WrestleMania 42 has been shaken once again after SmackDown delivered a massive surprise, with Cody Rhodes defeating Drew McIntyre to become the undisputed WWE Champion for the third time in his career. While the title change shocked many fans, several key factors appear to explain why WWE pulled the trigger on Rhodes reclaiming the championship heading into the biggest show of the year. A bigger WrestleMania draw. One of the biggest reasons behind the title switch is the long-awaited showdown between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Since Rhodes returned to WWE as the American Nightmare, fans have talked about the possibility of these two eventually colliding in a major storyline. As WrestleMania season approached, there was noticeable pushback online regarding the possibility of repeating familiar matchups in the main event picture. So, from a promotional standpoint, this is also a fresh perspective compared to revisiting Orton vs. McIntyre, a rivalry that already had a major run in 2020. The quest for Randy Orton's 15th world title. Another key storyline element revolves around Randy Orton's ongoing pursuit of world championship history. At 45 years old, Orton has openly discussed chasing his 15th world title, which would move him one step closer to the 16 times Ric Flair held the title and the 17 times John Cena held it. With Cody Rhodes now champion, WWE has the perfect narrative set up for Orton to potentially achieve that milestone on the grandest stage. Ticket sales and the power of a marquee match. Concerns about WrestleMania 42 ticket sales have become one of the most talked about topics across wrestling media and fan discussions in recent weeks. Pairing Cody Rhodes with Randy Orton immediately creates a marquee attraction built on star power, history, and championship stakes. Instead of presenting their match as a strong undercard attraction, WWE elevated the encounter by placing the Undisputed Championship at the center of the feud, instantly making it one of the biggest selling points of the event. Adding a shock element to the story. Triple H's creative direction has frequently relied on unexpected turns to keep fans guessing, and this situation appears to be another example. Earlier in the year, WWE initially placed the championship on Drew McIntyre, which created the impression that the WrestleMania title picture might evolve into something unpredictable, possibly even a triple threat or fatal four-way involving Rhodes, McIntyre, Fatu, and Orton. That uncertainty allowed WWE to avoid a predictable path. Once the speculation reached its peak, the company pivoted again by putting the title back on Rhodes, effectively returning to what many believe was the original WrestleMania plan, but with far more intrigue built around it. And finally, acting sabbatical. McIntyre is reportedly scheduled to take a sabbatical after WrestleMania 42 to film the movie Highlander. WWE typically avoids keeping world championships on performers who will be absent for extended filming periods. Will WrestleMania 42 truly deliver Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the Undisputed Championship, or could WWE still have another twist waiting before the show of shows? Now our first story looks at WWE legend Konnan being hospitalized in San Diego. Reports from multiple media outlets in Mexico indicate that Carlos Santiago Espada, better known in the wrestling world as Konnan, has undergone surgery to amputate one of his legs due to serious medical complications. The 62-year-old wrestling veteran is currently hospitalized in San Diego, California, where he's said to be in a fragile condition. Initial reports about Konnan's situation were shared by the creator El Potro de Acero en el Ring, who stated that long-term health issues led to the amputation of a lower limb. As conflicting information began circulating on social media, several major Mexican news outlets, including MVM Noticias and El Heraldo de Mexico, clarified that Konnan is alive but currently dealing with a very delicate state of health. Additional reports suggest the doctors are monitoring his condition closely, as there is concern that the same underlying medical issues could potentially affect his other leg as well. In recent years, Konnan has faced numerous health challenges, including organ transplants, cardiovascular problems, and multiple orthopedic procedures. Fans around the world are now hoping the legendary figure can recover and stabilize after this latest medical setback. Rhea Ripley's quiet tribute to former partner on Smackdown. Although Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill's confrontation on Smackdown became a major talking point, eagle-eyed fans noticed a small detail during Ripley's entrance that quickly grabbed attention. As Ripley walked to the ring, viewers noticed she was wearing a special hairpin that read EO, a tribute to her former tag team partner Io Sky. The pin remained noticeable throughout the segment, adding an emotional touch to the moment, while Ripley traded intense words with Cargill to officially kick off the road to their Wrestlemania showdown. The injury plague claims another big star. Reports and fan accounts from the WWE main event taping in Portland indicate that Jordynne Grace may have suffered an injury to her right ankle during her match against Alba Fire. The injury reportedly occurred in the middle of a sequence when Grace attempted a move on Fire. Witnesses described a noticeable lack of rotation during the spot, which resulted in an awkward landing. The situation appeared serious enough that the referee immediately signaled for the X. Medical staff quickly entered the ring to check on Grace after the stoppage. According to fans in attendance, she was unable to put weight on the injured leg and ultimately needed assistance leaving the ringside area. Grace later addressed the situation herself with a brief update on X, posting a photo of her wearing a walking boot. She added some humor to the situation, noting that Chelsea Green had apparently followed her around throughout the evening and jokingly referred to them as ankle sisters. At this time, there's been no official confirmation regarding the severity of the injury. The timing is particularly unfortunate, as Grace had recently been building momentum since arriving in WWE. Cody Rhodes' title change triggers booking backlash. The video of Rhodes capturing the championship has become the most disliked WWE video of 2026 on the company's official YouTube channel. At the time of this writing, the clip has accumulated more than 58,000 dislikes and around 17,000 likes, highlighting the strong negative reaction from viewers. The backlash was not limited to YouTube either. Shortly after Cody Rhodes regained the undisputed WWE Championship, WWE's official account posted #SmackDown reactions on X, inviting fans to share their thoughts on the episode. What followed was an immediate wave of responses. Instead of celebrating Rhodes' title win, many fans used the comment section to express frustration about the way Drew McIntyre's championship reign ended. Several viewers argued that McIntyre deserved a longer and more meaningful run with the title rather than losing it so quickly. Orton speaks out after Cody Rhodes' SmackDown title situation. It wasn't just fans reacting to the moment, as Randy Orton also took to social media to address the dramatic title change. Orton shared a video of himself watching the closing moments of the match. After seeing Rhodes secure the victory, Orton slowly turned toward the camera with a serious expression before delivering a clear message aimed directly at the new champion. The post immediately fueled speculation that Orton and Rhodes could come face-to-face on the next episode of WWE SmackDown. There you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time, back for some more wrestling content.